For we walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. Have you ever pondered over the profound richness of these words? Today we dive into the depths of this verse where we find these words of wisdom. This sentence, penned by the Apostle Paul, serves as a beacon of hope and trust in the divine plan. Let's traverse time and envisage ourselves in the sandals of Paul. Amidst trials and tribulations, Paul urges us to have faith in God's plan, even when the path ahead might be shrouded in uncertainty or riddled with challenges. He sketches an image of a spiritual journey steered not by physical sight, but by unwavering faith. This verse echoes with many, signifying a call to action to prefer faith over fear and trust over doubt. It's about possessing certainty in what we aspire for and assurance in what we cannot perceive, as accentuated in Hebrews 11:1. The crux of this verse lies in trust and faith, two essential pillars of spiritual growth. But what does it mean to walk by faith? In the heart of the Holy Scriptures, within the book of Hebrews, we find a definition of faith that has transcended centuries. Hebrews 11:1 tells us, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." This verse invites us to delve deeper into the concept of faith, to understand it not just as a religious term but as a way of life. Faith, as described here, is a steadfast trust, a relentless confidence in the divine. But it's more than just believing in God. It's about trusting in His grand plan for us, even when we can't decipher it. It's about knowing that even in the face of adversity or uncertainty, there is a divine blueprint that is unfolding for our good. To walk by faith is to venture into the unknown, armed with nothing but the certainty of divine guidance. It's like stepping out into a foggy morning, where the path ahead is unclear, but you step forward anyway, trusting that the fog will clear and the path will reveal itself. It's a journey, and like all journeys, it requires courage. It asks us to let go of our need for control, our desire for predictability, and our inclination towards safety. It challenges us to embrace the uncertainty, to find comfort in the discomfort, and to find peace amidst the chaos. In the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 14, Peter steps out of the boat onto the stormy seas, his eyes fixed on Jesus. Despite the howling wind and the crashing waves, Peter walks on water, defying the laws of nature. But the moment he takes his eyes off Jesus, he begins to sink. This story beautifully illustrates what it means to walk by faith, to keep our eyes fixed on the divine, trusting in His promise, even when the storms of life threaten to overwhelm us. To walk by faith is to surrender control, to trust in a higher power, and to believe in the unseen. It's a journey that can be challenging, but it's also one that is incredibly rewarding. So let's take that step today. Let's walk by faith. And why is it important not to walk by sight, you may ask? When we choose to walk by sight, we are relying solely on what we can physically observe and experience. It's like navigating through life with blinkers on, limiting ourselves to the tangible and the provable. However, when we opt to walk by faith, we step into an expansive realm that transcends the physical. We dive into a deeper level of trust, a profound surrender that doesn't rely on seeing to believe. Consider the story of Thomas in the book of John. Jesus told him, "Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." Here, Jesus emphasizes the significance of sightless trust. Trust that's not contingent upon what we can see, touch, or prove. This is the essence of faith. Walking by sight confines us to the physical, while faith elevates us to the spiritual. So how can we apply this verse to our everyday lives? We started with the enigma of the verse, understanding that faith is not about seeing but believing. We moved on to shine a light on faith, acknowledging that it is a journey, not a destination. Then, we delved into the power of sightless trust, realizing that even in the face of uncertainty, we can find solace and strength in our faith. Our reflections on these spiritual verses invite us on a personal journey of faith. They challenge us to trust more in the divine plan, especially when the path before us is unclear. They remind us that the beauty of faith lies in its mystery, in its ability to guide us, even when we can't see the whole picture. Remember, faith is not about seeing the whole staircase, but taking the first step. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into spiritual verses.